where you grab above, feet in, and then
mic check, mic check, mic check. We're checking the mic, 1, 2, 3. Mic check. The mic is getting checked. I'm always like, at breakfast, I just don't really jive with it. Cigarettes and caffeine for breakfast. Woo! We are in Queen Creek Canyon out here in Oak Flats. My name is Phoenix Parker. We're gonna go to Atlantis today to send Neptune, but all on gear. Trad climbing is similar in the way that you lead a route, right? And instead of having bolts though, this is your form of protection. So you usually find cracks are the best, or little pods to put pieces of protection in, but this wedges into a sort of flared crack, and then you sit it, and you clip your rope to that. And if you whip, it should hold you. Key word is should. Yeah, it's just calling at me. It's like a new creative way of seeing that line, and something about that just really fucking motivates me. There was like a month period where every Friday and Saturday night I was just out on Neptune, just like no one else out there. Because it's like, oh wait, it goes this way, but it also can go in this completely other style if you wanted to do it that way. But yeah, for those though, I wouldn't recommend doing Neptune as a trad line. The gear's really fucking thin on it. Well, we wrapped in while I was waiting for Shy to wrap in to belay me. I was just getting ready and like racking up. Kind of like the nerves were sort of coming on, and just breathing and stretching helped. And then I told myself, like, once I get on the rock, I'll hone in and I'll focus. And then the moment I got on the rock, I just zoned in and sent it. I think you climb up like 20 feet and up this slab, and you can get like a really small nut in there, wedged in like right on the front of the crack. So it doesn't, it's like your first piece, but you're not really super stoked on it. But the first pitch is this kind of like juggy, crimpy 5'10". That's just got these really fun movements. For me, a lot of high feet, so it's a lot of like rocking up on one foot and really balancy stuff. And then you make a couple moves up and you get this really good purple stopper in. I kind of traverse out left onto the rail, and this is like around the third bolt. But the way to do it for gear, if you want to do it safely in my opinion, is you go right of the bolt and then you get a piece in and then you go left. The first crux for me feels like it's at the third bolt, especially with the new gear beta. You kind of like side pull, step out, reach right, and then you like cross your foot over, and then you get a high right foot and you kind of balance up to this left hand. I've never fallen on Neptune, and I'm not like worried that I'm gonna fall on it because I have this move's really dialed in, but there's still something about it. Like when I was looking at the gear yesterday and thinking about, fuck dude, like when I'm that high above a piece before I can get another piece in, and then there's like a couple moves in there that you gotta pull really far away from the gear. That's like, you're not gonna fall, but it just adds that. Like, oh, but what if, man? Because if you did fall, I don't know if you'd wanna, know the consequences to that one. I'm gonna go for this, right? And so when I did it, I was just totally in a flow, and it's nice to be able to get into that sort of flow even in those circumstances where it's like considered really intense, where I'm really far away from the gear. It's really big falls on thin gear, and because like a year ago I didn't have the head game for that. I would have looked at a route like Neptune like, it'd be sweet one day to lead that. And then I let it, and then it was like to think about doing it on gear. And if I like told myself a year ago, oh yeah, you'll lead it on gear, I just would have been like, no way, like I wouldn't be able to do that ever. And so it's kind of a milestone. Just like to be able to send hard like that, trust myself placing really like tedious, meticulous gear like that. People have been climbing out here for a while, since I think the 70s. Yeah, putting up stuff out here. It's kind of going back and forth about who owns the land, but essentially there's a mine who's trying to get the rights of this land, and Arizona government selling it, and a bunch of just like really lousy politics essentially got the land slipped away from us, and now a lot of people are fighting to get it back, but essentially there's a mine that wants to turn it into just one big 1,000-foot crater. And if you come out here and you look at it, it's just, I don't know how you could justify something like that, or even put a price tag on it.